Good evening and thanks for tuning in. I'm Joey Rehl with the WJTS News. After pressing pause for 1 year because of COVID-19, the Jasper Strassenfest can finally say hello to a new royal court. The Miss Strassenfest is Caitlin Stimley. The Miss First Runner-Up title went to Sarah Obermeyer. Amelia Kiefer took home the crown for Miss Second Runner-Up and Miss Congeniality. The Miss Photogenic crown went to Grace Kaiser. The 2021 Junior Miss Strassenfest crown went to Aiden Lampert. Junior Miss First Runner-Up is Zoe Warner, and the Junior Miss Second Runner-Up title went to Lauren Mundy. The crown for Miss Photogenic was awarded to Anden Lampert. Miss Congeniality was awarded to Ava Biggs. Hannah Snare was crowned 2021 Little Miss, and Mason Demore was crowned as 2021 Little Mister. Little Miss First Runner-Up was Charlotte Hoffman, and the Little Mister First Runner-Up was Caden Roth. The Little Miss Second Runner-Up title went to Sophie Sheppers, and Little Mister Second Runner-Up went to Lucian Sickinger. And finally, the title of Little Miss Best German Attire was awarded to Eloise Temple. The Little Miss Best German Attire title went to Simon Shanebaukler. The pageants were held on Saturday at Redemption Christian Church in Jasper. Congratulations to this year's winners. The DuBois County Highway Department has announced a road closure for this week. Jasper-DuBois Road will be closed between 175 East and 325 East for two separate culvert replacements from Tuesday, August 3rd to Thursday, August 5th. The road is expected to be closed between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. depending on weather conditions and any other unforeseen events. As a reminder, the Indiana Department of Transportation Summer Seal Coat projects continue this month. The final two road projects on the list are in DuBois and Orange counties. State Road 56 from US 231 to State Road 545 in DuBois County will be closed beginning Wednesday, August 4th. State Road 56 from US 150 to State Road 337 in Orange County will be closed beginning Tuesday, August 10th. Seal coat operations in one location will last for about 4 days, depending on weather conditions, and will be performed under a full road closure. Coming back to school in the fall is simply a return from summer break for some students. But for others, it's a big step returning back to normal after over a year of remote learning. As more students return to the classroom than last spring, it's important to take time and refresh your memory on school bus safety. Indiana State Police Jasper Post PIO Sergeant David Henderson reminds us of when to stop for a school bus.
So when you're on a two-lane road and a school bus stops in front of you and the flashing lights come on and the stop arm comes out, you've got to stop both ways. On a 4-lane road, you need to stop both ways also. Make sure those little kids have a safe easement to get on and off the bus, and make sure you stop and slow down, pay attention.
However, if driving on a highway that is divided by a barrier such as a cable barrier, concrete wall, or grassy median, motorists are only required to stop if they are traveling in the same direction of the school bus. Getting to know the bus stop before the first day of school can also ensure the safety of students. Henderson explains what parents can do.
Well, you should always familiarize your child with the bus and the bus driver. Take time. It's a great time with your little kids. Get them on and off the bus, show them where to go, explain to them the safety of it. The school bus drivers do a really good job of that too. The state police we work with our local schools and school bus personnel, and we try to educate everyone.
Children should always look both ways before crossing the street and arrive at the bus stop at least 5 minutes before the bus is scheduled to arrive. Then, as the bus approaches the stop, Henderson says to stay back.
They should stay back, stay on the side of the road, wait till the bus comes to a complete stop, and the door opens and the driver invites them in.
Making sure your child can easily be seen can also keep them safe, especially when it stays dark later in the morning or get dark early in the evening. Henderson explains what you can do.
Well, we're always worried about, when it gets dark early, when it stays dark later in the daytime and it gets darker in the evening, that we worry that they're in a well-lit place, they have some kind of reflective gear on to where they can be seen some kind of reflective gear on or something that's easily visible.
Students are encouraged to contact an adult or a school official if they notice something strange at or around the bus stop. For more school bus stop safety tips, head to safekids.org, call your local school district, or contact your local police department. If you've been putting off recycling those aluminum cans, this weekend is the time to get rid of them. The next Right to Life aluminum can drive and paper drive takes place on Saturday, August 7th. Those who live in Daviess County can bring their items to the Tractor Supply Company parking lot in Washington. This is the main location for the paper drive and is open from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. All other locations around the county are open from 9 a.m. until noon. Martin County residents can bring their items to the Martin County Recycling Center between 9 a.m. and 12 noon. Right to Life is also asking for volunteers for the event. If you can volunteer, even for 1 hour, you can contact Louis Cavanaugh Jr. at 812-486-3658. If you live in Martin County, you can volunteer. You can call Van McAtee at 812-295-4251 or come out the day of the paper drive to the paper drive location. The National Weather Service is changing the way they alert the public about severe thunderstorms. The NWS is breaking down severe thunderstorm in warnings into 3 different categories based on their threat of damage beginning today. The highest level is destructive damage threat. To qualify for this, the storm must have baseball-sized hail and/or 80-mile-per-hour thunderstorm winds. Warnings with this tag will automatically activate a wireless emergency alert on smartphones within the warned area. The second category is considerable damage threat. To meet these criteria, the storm must have at least golf ball-sized hail and/or 70-mile-per-hour winds. This will not activate a WEA if the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm warning without any damage threat tag. Then into storm falls into the third category with the lowest threat of damage, which is the base severe thunderstorm warning. For more information, you can visit weather.gov/news. Add this to the list of honors for Lily King. The Evansville-Vanderburgh School Corporation Hall of Fame on Friday said it will induct King as part of the class of 2021 later this fall. King grew up in Evansville before heading off to Olympic glory. She just finished competing in Tokyo. King is not the only member of the new class. Several local stars, including a family of coaches and teachers, will also be inducted. The ceremony is set for September 30th. Indiana takes great pride in being the crossroads of America. Our geographic location places us within 1 day's drive to 80% of major U.S. markets. In addition, more than $650 billion in goods annually move through our state, making transportation and logistics an important part of our economy. State Senator Mark Messmer explains what step the state is taking to improve trade in Indiana.
The General Assembly passed House Enrolled Act 1190 this past session. This new law seeks a fair and balanced approach to regulating overweight trucks on our highways. Previously, Indiana took a commodity-based approach to authorization of overweight truck permits. This only allowed trucks to be on the road at 80,000 pounds, with the exception of agricultural and wood products, which could go up to 97,000 pounds, and steel coils, which could be carried at 120,000 pounds. This limited policy approach left all other industries at a disadvantage. Indiana's bordering neighbors allow transportation companies and truck operators to apply for permits to move more weight on one load instead of enforcing arbitrary permitting laws and requiring multiple trips or alternative transportation as Indiana previously did. House Enrolled Act 1190 allows businesses in Indiana to be competitive with neighboring states by allowing any product to be hauled in a load of up to 120,000 pounds instead of restricting this allowance to limited commodities. In addition, to maintain our roads and infrastructure, House Enrolled Act 1190 gives the Indiana Department of Transportation the ability to issue no more than 8,500 single-trip overweight permits each year. Applicants seeking these permits must get separate permits from state and local government to travel on our roads, one from INDOT to travel on state roads, and one from a local unit of government to travel on county or city roads. Any approved permit may specify the route by which the truck must travel and may contain other restrictions or conditions necessary for the safe movement of the vehicle. This will encourage objective commerce, fewer trips for trucking companies, and fewer large loads on our highways. As a state, we have a responsibility to review all of our state's laws and regulations to determine if they promote or inhibit economic activity and growth. Increasing the weight limit on trucks carrying Hoosier products in a safe and measured fashion is one way we can help Hoosier businesses market quickly, safely, and efficiently.
Thank you, Senator. As always, feel free to contact Messmer's office directly with your questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. Stay tuned. Your weekly forecast and sports with Kurt Guxell are still to come on WJTS News.